Hi and welcome back to my channel, and today we are unhauling a bunch of books. Let's do this. So I got in the mood once again to unhaul some books. It keeps happening. I think I've unhauled the most books I ever have this year alone. We are unhauling 21 books today, and I found you're like, you found a box? Oh, why is it zoomed out? I'm so sorry. I don't know when that happened. My apologies. You're like, you found a box. Good for you. I have found a company over on TikTok called Second Bloom Books, which is a book subscription service to rehome pre-owned books. And I was like, you know what? I like that. And I sent her a message. I was like, hey, do you want my books? And she was like, yeah, absolutely, I want your books. So all of these are being sent over to her. So we're starting off with Go the Distance. So this is Love, Reflection, Once Upon a Dream, and A Part of Your World. So this is all part of like the Twisted Tale series, about, you know, like Disney characters. But I have just realised I've outgrown this. I have zero interest in ever reading these books, which is sad because I was really excited to read the books at first, especially like the Hercules one, Go the Distance, because that's one of my favourite films of all time. But now I don't really care. Into the box they go. Okay, next up we have Sweet Pea by C.J. Scoosey? I don't know. Scoose, why not? I tried reading this. I bloody hated it. I gave it a really good try as well. I gave it a bloody good try. I think I got to like 60%. Somewhere around that mark. I couldn't do it anymore. I really couldn't. There's nothing, like, I don't even know how to describe it. She's doing the bad things, aka killing people, but somehow nothing is also happening. Like, by the time I DNF'd it, she had killed like maybe like 4 people, yet somehow the plot had gone nowhere. There was no stakes, really. Like, and she's so whiny. The main character, what's her name? Rhiannon? Yeah, Rhiannon. So bloody whiny. Everything is anti-Rhiannon. The whole world is after her, and she wants to just kill everybody. No, just grow up, you know? Just grow up. Next up, we have Confessions of a 40-something fuck-up by Alexandra Potter. I read this a few years ago, and it's been sat on my shelves, and I've not really thought about it since. I enjoyed it at the time. It took me a while to get through because it wasn't like fantastic in my eyes. But like I said, I've just not thought about it since I read it. And I think that means it's taking up space on my bookshelf that could be taken up by something that I do want to read or I do think about. And this just isn't the one. It's not the one. And again, I just think people are going to enjoy it a lot more than I have. So it can go bye-byes. Next up, we have Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. I like Bill, right? I like his videos. I've followed him for years. I have his indie published fantasy. But this is one of those situations, again, where I've read it, I'm not really thinking about it anymore. And I don't really have that much interest in continuing the series. Because I believe book 2's out and book 3's coming out this year. I just don't really care. I've sort of strayed away from like the thriller mystery sort of genre, and I'm seeing that in a lot of like my previous my previous unhauls, and somehow this one was still sat there, and I looked at it and I was like, why are you still here? So it is time to go. But like I said, I am still a Bill fan. And if he brings out like another fantasy read, I'll read it. Next up, we have Fancy Meeting You Here by Julie Tiao. I think I got it at the works. I think it was on like a really cheap offer. And I've never looked at it twice on my bookshelves. I've never looked at it and gone, oh yeah, let me read that. No, kind of forgot it was there until I was going through it. And I was like, I literally have not thought of you since I bought you. And I probably, if I haven't, I never will. And don't get me wrong, I think this is going to make someone really happy and someone's going to absolutely love it. But I don't think that person's going to be me. Well, I know it's not going to be me because it's about to go into this box and get shipped off. But yeah, it just does not interest me at all. Next, we have The Rehearsals by Annette Christie. I bought this at a local bookshop. I bought this secondhand already, but I've not read it. So even though technically this will be the third hand, I've not read it to make it like truly secondhand used. But again, it's a romance. Don't get me wrong, there's a bit more to it than it's just like a cute little romance, because I think they get stuck in a time loop. Yeah. They call off the wedding and then they get stuck in a time loop. Cool. Give me something like that in like a fantasy setting where there's like high stakes and they need to go find like a cool like witch or a cool dragon or something like that to break the time loop. Then I would be more interested. But One Last Secret by Adele Parks. This is a case of I read it, I enjoyed it, never going to reread it. That is all it is. Like I said, I've sort of strayed away from my thriller mystery time, and I just don't think I'm ever going to reach for this again. But I did enjoy it, so I know other people are going to enjoy it, so it deserves to go to where it will be loved and appreciated and read, because books deserve to be read. And this one will never be read again by me. Next, I think this is like primarily all romance. I am picky, I think, with my romances, and I never used to be. And my romance section got absolutely bloody gigantic on my bookshelves. And in reality, I didn't want to read half of them. I just wanted to be cool and have the books that everyone was talking about. We're not doing that anymore. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it with fantasy, because I enjoy more fantasy than I do romance. So we have my entire collection of Lucy Score books. So that is The Worst Best Man. I don't know what series this is part of. Apologies. This is a standalone. My apologies. And then we've got Pretend You're Mine. Oh no, this is part of the Benevolence series. Yeah. So Worst Best Man, standalone. Pretend You're Mine. Pretend You're Mine. Finally Mine. Protecting What's Mine are all part of the Benevolence series. And then I've not read any of those books. Don't have interest to read any of those books. And then we have Things We Never Got Over, Things We Hide from the Light, and Things We Left Behind. I have read all three of these books. I will never read these books again. It is full of toxic masculinity, and we don't want that energy in our lives. We just don't. So into the box they go. And then we have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I wanted to join the Boys of Tomlin hype. I did. And then I didn't. It's as simple as that. So I bought this I'm going to join the hype. I bought this maybe a year ago. Not thought about picking it up once, especially by the fact this is a romance, yeah? We can all agree, romance. No romance should be 789 pages. None whatsoever. But this is in brand new condition. I've never read it. I don't want to read it. I've I feel like some people just absolutely die for this series, which is great. Love that for you. And then I've also heard people be like, no. And I do think now that I've matured a little bit as a reader, this wouldn't be for me. Then we have The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. This is the only like fantasy-esque book that's on here. I bought this for the cover because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful cover and I will never take that away from this book. But once again, it's been sat on my shelves for maybe a year and a half. Never once have I thought about it. Never once have I looked at it and gone, oh, yes. I've always just looked at it going, oh, it's you. So like, I probably just shouldn't have bought the book in the first place. And I think now I've really grown and I'm buying the books that I actually have interest in and buying the books I actually want to read. And this just doesn't make that cut. So I'm sorry. You're probably great for other people. Other people will love this. I'm just not that person. So it deserves to find someone that will. And then last but not least, we have Love at First Night by Megan Clawson. Honestly, I look back on me buying this book and I think, what the hell were you doing? No point during my time as a reader have I thought, oh yes, let me read a book about a love story set at like the Tower of London. I don't know. No, that's not what I want. I think, not gonna lie, part of me bought it because I've really pushed that in there. It came with a matching bookmark from the works, woo, and it was sprayed edged. And I thought that was really cool at the time. Now I'm thinking we don't need to spray all edges, you know. So I just no. I don't know what I was thinking. This was never gonna get read. I bought this book for buying book's sake, and that's bad for me. If you want to do that, you do that. Great, love that for you. Not for me. So this one gets to go away now. Some filling for the box, really, just to stop them from moving around. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add some filling into the box and then we're going to post it and it's going to go on its way. As I mentioned, it's going to a company called Second Bloom Books. This video is in no way sponsored by them, but I just think she's lovely and I want to help her little business if I can. So that's it, really. So don't forget to hit the like button. Apparently it helps. Don't know. And in the comments, tell me, what books have you unhauled recently? I love knowing. I don't know why, I'm just nosy. And hit that subscribe button if you are not sick of my face. I will catch you all on the flippity flip and see you in the next one. Bye.